When most people hear about AI influencers making money, they assume that it's all about not safe for work content. And that's because a lot of blogs and videos on this specific topic focus almost exclusively on that angle. However, this assumption is completely false. The truth is that AI influencers can be used to build and monetize audiences in any niche as long as they provide value, whether through entertainment, education, or problem solving content. Now, if you create a strong AI influencer and you build a solid content strategy, you can make some serious money without ever touching not safe for work content. Now, I've created an entire series explaining in depth how you can do this, from the overall strategy to several examples from my own personal experience, namely plumbing tips and jujitsu tips pages, to how to actually create the AI influencers, how to create endless pictures, videos, and text content, to how to even monetize them with a site like FanView, since it is the only site that lets you sign up as an AI influencer and then charge a subscription. It is all there for you in that playlist. I will link it at the end of the description if you want to learn more. But in this video, I want to talk a little bit more about how to actually build and monetize these pages and make sure that you understand that there is a path for anyone to do this. It is not just OnlyFans models, contrary to all the other videos that you'll see online, especially here on YouTube. So obviously an AI influencer is essentially a digital person that can generate content, engage with an audience, and promote products or services just like a human influencer could, right? The key to making money with an AI influencer has nothing to do with the type of content and everything to do with the value creation. And that's the most important point, right? It doesn't matter if you have a human or an AI account. If it's not serving the audience, then it won't succeed. Real influencers educate their audience, they entertain their audience, and they help solve the problems for their audience. An AI influencer can do the exact same thing in any niche without requiring you to be in front of the camera yourself. Now more than ever before, AI influencers have become more advanced thanks to the improvements in machine learning and content automation. And you can now generate high-quality videos, high-quality images, and text posts that are often indistinguishable from real human content, and the ability to automate engagement and scale content production gives AI influencers a unique edge over traditional human ones like me or whoever like you see, right? Now, here's a little secret that most people aren't going to tell you, right? You don't have to fool the audience. It's not always about that. Often you can lean into it, admit that it's an AI influencer's page. That is okay. Trust me, especially if you're leaning into it. Now, just like a faceless Instagram page or a faceless YouTube channel, for instance, if the content is good and the tips are good and it's bringing entertainment value or it's solving a problem of some kind, who is delivering that information does not matter. And I want that to be clear. This is honestly not very different from the approach that you would take with a faceless page or a faceless channel. It is the same overall strategy, just slightly different in execution when it comes to making the content. That's all. Now, like I touched on previously, I highlighted two examples of how an AI influencer can thrive outside of not safe for work content: a plumber tips page and an AI influencer and jujitsu tips page. A plumber could share valuable tips for homeowners, such as how to fix a leaky faucet, how to unclog a drain without chemicals, or how to winterize your pipes to prevent costly damage. These are problems that all homeowners regularly encounter, making the type of content highly relevant and useful, not to mention a great niche willing to spend money, assuming, again, that you can provide them with the content and solutions that they're looking for that are actually going to help. By creating content for platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, for example, a plumbing AI influencer could drive traffic to a monetized website, a subscription service like FanView, or even affiliate products like plumbing tools on Amazon, for example. Similarly, a jujitsu AI influencer could cater to beginners who want to improve their skills. Many people struggle when they first start learning martial arts, so content that breaks down the basic techniques, provides tips on escaping common submissions, and explains competition preparation could attract a dedicated following. Now, one example that I modeled after relatively successfully is doing breakdowns of rolling footage, popular UFC fighting footage, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition footage. And that way the AI influencer can do the voice and the camera work while the main focus is on the actual tips, the actual video, and the actual people doing it. This type of content is highly engaging and it builds an audience quickly, especially because you're talking about popular things already and kind of trend jacking. And monetization options could include promoting online jujitsu courses, selling training gear, or even setting up a subscription-based premium content model. All have been proven to work really well for tons of people in this niche already. Now, once you've picked your niche and built an AI influencer, there are several ways to turn it into a revenue stream for you. One of the most effective methods is offering a paid subscription on platforms like FanView. Now, if you'd like to try FanView, you can sign up completely free through the link in the description below. And instead of not safe for work content, an AI influencer could either offer exclusive tutorials, weekly Q&A sessions, or behind the scenes content too. Upsells, once you get people signed up, work really well too, but I touched a bit more on this in depth in one of the other videos in this series and why you really need to balance that out, so be careful with that. Now, affiliate marketing is also another lucrative option. An AI influencer can recommend relevant products and earn commissions, assuming, of course, that they're going to help that target audience. For example, a plumber could promote high-quality tools available on Amazon, while a jiu-jitsu page could recommend rash guards or training gear or online courses from other prominent players in the market already if they don't have their own. With consistent social media traffic, these affiliate links can generate passive income over time. But the best part is not only is it passive over time eventually, you can monetize it right from day one as well. Perhaps my favorite part about all of this is the sponsorship aspect of it. Companies and brands are spending more and more on social media and sponsorships than they ever have before. And they're looking less and less at bigger Hollywood type influencers to be ambassadors for their brand. They're slowly realizing that those audiences aren't targeted or always heavily loyal, and instead they might be paying a premium for large audiences when only a select amount of people within that audience might actually be their target customer. So instead they're looking at micro influencers, both human and now AI as well, because they're getting better deals with more targeted niche down followings. For instance, let's say you're an up and coming pickleball brand, right? Would it be smarter to pay influencer X, insert whoever here, an arm and a leg simply because they have 5 million followers? Or would it be much smarter and cost effective to pay a smaller influencer with a more dedicated following that's clearly interested in pickleball? Because after all, anyone following Jimmy Tries Pickleball, for example, or 65-year-old Donna who's documenting what she's learned and how her life and fitness has improved because of her pickleball experience over the past year that she started, these are the people that are 100% sure to be the brand's target customer. And this is not just some crazy pipe dream I'm trying to sell you either. The AI influencer market is expected to grow around 40 billion. That's 40 billion with a B by 2030, and that is insane. And you and I can directly benefit from that, but only if you get started. Now, ultimately, brands are always looking for influencers to promote their products, which makes sponsored content another viable income source from doing this. If an AI influencer builds a loyal following, companies will pay them to have their products featured in posts, in videos, in whatever. And additionally, platforms like YouTube, TikTok, X, and Instagram all allow for ad revenue as well. So once your channel or your page gains traction and is monetizable, that is another way and another avenue for you. And the biggest advantage of using an AI influencer is the scalability on top of that. Now, unlike traditional influencers who have to create the content manually, which takes finite time and effort, an AI one can generate high quality posts and videos at scale, and they never get tired or suffer from burnout. So if you're ready to start making money with AI influencers, follow these steps. First, choose a niche where you can consistently provide value. It helps, obviously, if you're interested in it, obviously, or if you already know a decent amount about it, preferably both. That should go without saying, but I just want to hit it home. That way you're going to have an advantage in that niche. You'll also enjoy what you're doing during the process, and you'll maybe even learn a few things about it along the way, which is cool. And you'll naturally already speak your target viewer and target followers' language. That is a recipe for success. Then, next, you want to create your AI persona, okay? So you can use a ton of different tools out there for this. I've covered 4 specifically already in this series, but in my last video, I did a complete rundown of how you can do it with a site like Creatify AI. But I'd highly recommend watching the AI Influencer series in its entirety so you can get the full strategy down. It is not complicated at all, and it might take you 30 minutes to maybe 45 minutes to an hour to learn and master it all in all those videos. Then you want to generate high quality content and distribute your content across social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, etc. Finally, you can monetize your AI influencer through sites like FanView subscriptions or even affiliate marketing, sponsorships, and ad revenue eventually as well. It's that simple. Now, a month or two from now, you could be either making decent money doing this, or you could be well on your way to. It is up to you. But I really wanted to challenge the idea that AI influencers can only make money with not safe for work content because it is simply not true. If you pick the right niche, if you focus on providing value and you use smart monetization strategies, you can build a profitable AI influencer in any industry. AI influencers are a huge opportunity that very few people are taking advantage of right now, and this business model is still in its infancy, so strike while the iron is hot, and there's still tons of pie up for grabs.